Alright, everybody, welcome! Ah, crap. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me see some chat go crazy or something. I don't know, yeah, I'm not here to have fun. Anywho, chat, what is up, everybody? Welcome, chat, to one another of a regular stream. Today we're gonna be doing some Pokemon stuff, and I kind of have another plan for it, other than just like, I don't know, existing. I don't know. I'm planning on just kind of just going along and seeing how far I can go on this. Alright. So I do want to draw, though, for like the stream. I do want to draw. It's like one of my only times. Like, whenever I'm normally drawing, I don't do it. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna grab a picture that I normally use. We're gonna use this as a background. We're gonna use this and try and model like an armor plate style thing to it. Like, is this gonna be in the main picture? No. Am I gonna use it as a template to see how I can proportion things? Yes. Am I using Gardevoir? Absolutely. Because here's the thing. I am going to try and create an armor pattern. Kind of like Armor Rouge, but a bit more different. Let me see if I can figure that out. What I'm gonna do is I'm first going to add some parts to kind of like alter. So copy and paste. And then the biggest problem I have is that it's this half. Something like that. And then I want to erase the entire upper half of this. Only because I need the, what's it called? I want to make like armor. Like, I want to give it like an armor thing. Bum, bum. So let me see if I can then. Then I can just redo the line work here. Because here's the thing, I want to give it like a texture. But I have no idea how I'm going to do that because of the hair design right here. Bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba, dum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. Alright. So we have that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see if I can make like an armor kind of stealth design. So I'm thinking something like, let me see if I can then. And then I can. And then I want, so this isn't gonna be a carnivore. I want to remove the back horn, and I want to remove the main horn. Because here's the thing, this isn't a carnivore. It's gonna look like one. It's not gonna be one. It probably gonna be one, but no horn. And that's gonna be, this is the part that takes the longest, is just the modifying of the image. And then I can just and then I need to remove the rest of the horn that exists throughout here. And then I just need to And then now that I have where I can design this, now I want to see where I can put the armor bit. Kind of like this. And then I can create like the And I could probably... So we got the main armor design for like the chest bit. So I'm thinking like the armor for this will be up here. Alright, but that. Alright, so I'm trying to get like. So do I have an idea? I want to make this like a... I want to switch this concept up just a tad bit. Something like this. Like, I want to make like a ghost. Or maybe I make like a ghost, a psychic. Like, maybe it's like a ghost steel or ghost psychic. So I'm thinking of like 1 second. I need to find something real quickly. Medieval armor. That could be a meme pose right there. So we have how long do the legs need to be? Perfect. Move the knight's picture a little bit so I can continue using it as a reference. don't even need this anymore, to be honest. I'm just looking at chat. What is up? No one's taped in chat yet, but that's okay. More people are gonna come eventually. I think so. I think more people will come to chat eventually. I plan to stream. It should work out. I think the music just stopped. Don't worry, chat. I can get the music back up. Nostalgic Pokemon music. Alright, so we got half the picture. Now let's get the shiny going. Hey, welcome to the stream, Theorad91. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the shinies fit better in with the color palette. This is actually getting way harder than I thought, because I want to make an armor Pokemon. I didn't think it would be this complex. You know, I might make it like this. Maybe just make the skin tone slightly like its original color, but make it slightly off. I think that works. And then I could put like where the armor splits down the middle. But I could add more detail to the dress part of this to give it more like an armor design. I might do that. No, I want to leave it like it's... I think older swords have their outer orb showing. Yeah, most do. So let me just add like a little tiny, like this would be down the middle. Something like this. This is what I normally do for shorts. Actually, I never say this. Every time I go for making shorts, I always do it with the picture I just drew on stream, or I just drew recently, so each one is always new. I might need to redo this circle just to make it a bit more bigger. I might. Whatever. I don't get many people who watch my streams anyway, so... Hey, if you're watching my stream, I appreciate it a lot, man. I don't say much inside live streams. Oh, don't worry, man, you're cool. If you have any... Here's the thing. These streams are not just for entertainment. It's like, if you have any idea of how to make the picture better... You have, like, full right to, like, criticize it completely. You have full power to criticize. Like, I know a lot of people that will, like, don't take criticism. You can criticize, no joke. If the picture looks too bland on one half, you can legitimately criticize it and give me some advice. That is something I'm always into learning. And seeing if and learning and figuring it out. Like, I don't know if many people even like that, but hey, I don't mind. If it helps me learn a bit more, it helps me learn a bit more. I hate how the little ballpoint is kind of not centered, but it kind of works as the armor isn't fully fitting, or doesn't fully fit in the arm. So it kind of gives a bit more remnants to its design, I guess. I might actually just make this armor piece lacking the ball joint or something. I might. Let me just remove that. I can then replace it. YouTube has a weird problem. Like, if you're live streaming, it doesn't tell you if people are watching unless there is a high amount of people watching. And most of my streams don't get a lot of people watching. I just draw for fun. But I do try my best to make good content. Probably not going to make it big on YouTube, but I'll try. I want to remove the ball joint on here. I just realized this looks slightly better without the ball joint on it, because it makes the armor look like it's incomplete. I kind of like it like that. There's also a very high chance that this will become there's a very high chance this will become one of those what's that Pokemon. So here's how the best tip. Whenever I make that video, type in the Knights and I will say you're right, because I count them all as the Knights. And I need to get the gray helmet head part for here. Because here's the thing, that's the thing. Because the name of each Pokemon isn't really a name. Like, if you get, like, here's why, like, I'm very lenient on the way that it's said. So, like, if you were to give me, if you said something like, the Knights, or Soaring Blades, or, like, some kind of creative name, I'll just give it to you completely. Because to be honest, my pictures are all for fun. There really isn't a, there really isn't like the joke is that I just like to draw, and then half the time I don't even name them. But I do try my best to make content, so hopefully I'm doing a good job in making content for you, because I don't know how to make I've only done YouTube for the last maybe since 2020. I've only done YouTube since 2020. That's when I started. But I didn't start Pokemon. I started with unironically, the man who's drawing Pokemon started with Fortnite content, and it didn't turn out well. Like, I did not do very good in that side. And I kept trying to push it, but it didn't go well. So I just moved on from it and kept trying over and over. A very competitive scene out there, and the best way is I'm not a competitive person. I like to make fun content, and this is one of those streams where I don't have a reason to stream. I just stream so people can know that when I'm making my videos, I am not just lollygagging. I am being serious when I say that. I am being serious. I work hard to actually draw these. Why do you get barely? Ray, I have no idea. Wait, I don't. The music too loud. Right? I have no bloody idea. I literally do this all the time, and I barely get views on Twitch and YouTube. So maybe just bad luck, man. Maybe the algorithm doesn't like me. I don't know. I'm not gonna let that get me down. If I can get my content down, I can get my stuff finished. That's all that really matters. I just realized I should probably make more similarities to the final stage, because that's probably gonna be a big point people are probably getting a grudge on me about like how the second stage barely looks like the final stage. This could be a pain. Basically, I'm going with the whole Corviknight style, where it starts off like in a very small, like it barely looks like it, but the second stage base, or let me find a picture. I'm gonna do something real quickly. 1 second. Why didn't my browser switch? My browser just switched to it's just switched to the inferior Yahoo. I must go on the most secure place on the internet, Google. I must Corviknight 9. Let me copy the image. Like, here's what I'm trying to go with, if that makes any sense. Alright. Oh yeah, you're also gonna love, if you like the what's that Pokemon, you're really gonna love the next ones that are coming out, because they are quite difficult. No, when I say difficult, I mean it's gonna be a little mind boggler. It's gonna be a little trickster, I guess you could say. Ugh. Sprite tastes the worst. I love Sprite, but it tastes like crap sometimes. I like how this doesn't, like, if I didn't play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I wouldn't know that this Pokemon turned into this bird. I would have no idea that the middle stage would do that. So that's what I'm kind of doing with this. The first stage looks nothing like the final stage, but the idea is I want to make it look like that. Like it becomes from a little rookie with a sword to a knight in training into a full-on fledged knight, or something like that. Something in that area. Because I guess kind of like that. It reminds me of that kind of concept. I like the fact I'm probably going to... So I'm gonna basically merge the color of... It looks like the half of the... Yeah, basically, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to mix, because, like, in the first form, because the background, or the back, I guess, history for this Pokemon would be, like, Raltses that are born without horns are more susceptible. They're, like, because the thing is, this would start off as a pure normal type. Either a pure normal, or a normal fighting. I'm either making it either a pure normal type or a normal, either a normal type or, wait, I just realized this sword got all janked up. Whatever. Basically, this would be a pure normal or a pure, either a pure normal or a normal fairy. And then that would evolve from this. And this would be one of the only Pokemon that I will say will switch first typings. So I should probably also fix the bend. I should probably fix this unnatural curve in the head. Hey, yeah, I'll fix it. But it's like, it starts off with a normal, either normal or normal fairy. And then when it evolves, it stays at normal fairy, basically. Or there's either a stays normal or, I don't know idea. I don't know if I should go the Incineroar technique where it just completely flips it on its head or just keeps it as like, because Incineroar is a fire and it turns into a fire fighting. So I'm thinking of doing something similar where it goes from normal to maybe a normal fairy, and then that normal fairy then turns into a fighting fairy. Because I don't want to keep the normal type, because normal typing is okay. I don't mind a normal type Pokemon. Unironically, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I legitimately have a few normal types that are just like level 90 that I've only used in raids. Either that or I trade them off to people and give them a really good normal type to use in battle. But it's like, I'm stuck between this entire concept, because I don't want to just make it like, I don't want to make it like, oh, it's a knight, so it's an automatic steel. Hello? Yeah. No, I don't. Why? I can't. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, I can't make it, man. I got to see my dad in like 2 hours. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, John. I feel bad I can't go in, but, you know, parents and all that. Sorry, brother. Bye. Bye. That sucks. If you don't know, my dad's sick at the moment. He has something with like low blood cells or something like that. Don't really know the name. All I do know is I'm gonna visit him when I'm done streaming. I'm gonna visit him at like 7 o'clock at night tonight, chat. So, I'm not just doing YouTube, man. I do a lot of things. If you don't know why I don't stream often, it's because I barely have time to stream. Hopefully he gets better. He's like in his 70s, so he's like 70 years old. I hope he does too, man. Seriously, I hope so. But I can't really let that stop me. I can't be negative. I can't be negative. You gotta be positive and you gotta keep on pushing through. If whatever happens, happens. What am I missing? I want to know, like, what can I put on this? Because here's the thing, I want... No, I can't put the feather. I was originally going to put, like, that feather thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. For some reason, every single night has this thing. Which I don't understand. Can someone tell me in chat why every night has this? The plume, I'm thinking about it. The plume, it's that weird feather plume they always put in the back of the helmet. Like, that's what I'm thinking of. Why do they have that? Why do knights have that weird, plume on their armor? Like, I don't understand what it stands for. Like, if that's not a weird thing to say, I'm drawing a knight, and I don't understand. And I don't understand what the plume is for. I don't understand it. Because, like, I get it. Maybe it's for, like, a Knight's Covenant or something. But I don't understand the reasoning behind it. I'm going to look that up on my phone real quickly. Why do knights have the feather on their helmets? I want to look that up. The plumes are known as this, and were common in the 16th century as a tournament where feathers indicated status, wealth, and color of one's family, such more as a status symbol as. Oh, okay. I might. I want to put that on the. I want to put it on the Pokemon now. Oh, It's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I found that actually really cool. I don't draw knights often. I draw a lot of robots. Chat, if you want to see any picture concept I have ever drawn that probably will not be on shorts. Oh, no, not gonna, oh, I might do that in the next one. I might do that on the left one. Wait, let me see if I can just lower the circle just a tad bit and then smooth it out so that I can, like, so I want to make the sword have this little effect. Like, if you look, the sword on this is like this blue, which means I want to make the sword on this end like a grayish, maybe? No, that gray looks weird. Like an enchanted beam sword or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to... So we have, and then we just turn each one of these into like a glowing magic sword or something. I feel like I can make the plume like part of the hair. I can do that. I might... I want to make the plume like a... Oh, I just realized I'm slacking in the color department because I didn't finish fixing up the hand colorings for the shiny. Whoops, that's me being a dummy. Whoops. We all make mistakes, chat. The amount of times, Oh, wait, did anyone get what the Pokemon was that was supposed... Did anyone get the answer to what the Pokemon was? Anywho, let me go my shorts quickly. It's Primal Scales. Primal Scales is the Pokemon that I made for the thing. Primal Scales is the answer to that question. So if you said something like Gardevoir fused with any fish Pokemon, you're technically right. This was a very vague one, but this one's a bit more difficult because it looks like a Reggie. But you gotta think a bit more outside the box for this one. I don't know what it says. Some of the subtlety. They're close. They're close. It's about time, so... I'll be literally just leaking hints back and forth. My first hint, it's gonna be about time, so... Think about that. Think about that, okay, chat? I kind of like how, like, when you look... This looks like a really... Okay, why is there no Pokemon like this? Like, oh, wait, there's Corviknight. Corviknight's a bird, though. Why did I make the only night Pokemon a literal bird that gets shot down by Tinkaton? Okay, I don't understand. Pokemon, please answer that question for me. So you make a night Pokemon, but that night is a bird. But then at the same time, that bird is the literal definition of putting practice for a literal angry baby with a sledgehammer. Pokemon, can you explain? Can someone explain to me the logic of that? Sticks and stones can break my bones, and then a giant bird gets chucked out of the air by a baby with a sledgie. Oh god. There is no way in heck I'm going to make any Tinkaton Paradox Pokemon, because that will be a pain for me, and I am not doing that. Tinkaton is not becoming a literal... Tinkaton is not going to become a Pokemon that I'll be doing for my series. Because, one, Tinkaton gets a lot of love. And my series is for Pokemon who don't get a lot of love. And I'm not talking about... I don't want the plume on the Gardevoir, but I want the plume. No, I don't like the plume. I like the plume, but I don't like it because it doesn't match the Gardevoir style. It just doesn't. It doesn't match. It just doesn't match at all. Okay, now I'm angry because I can't figure out how to fit this stupid plume in. I was gonna make this based off of like a pig with a sword, but I have personal personally bad memories in that kind of mindset, so I am not gonna deal with reliving that. I'm pretty sure that they named Corviknight because of its armor. Oh, yeah, probably. There's a very high chance that it probably was that. In truth, the video I just uploaded a while ago, 3 Pokemon idea videos, people that made into videos, it's actually a thing I did. That's, like, I know that, like, that sounds weird when I say that, but that is a real thing that I made. The 3 videos were made way before I made the shorts, so they're just kind of sitting there. I'm thinking I want to make the edge of the sword's hilt like a darker color. Like the orange of the mask to make this. Just like, why is it not centered? It's not centered, chat. The circle. The circle isn't centered. I don't like that. I don't like that. Circle ain't centered. Circle no center. Like, we don't have an official night Pokemon. I mean, we have, like, a pottery Pokemon. We have a guard Pokemon. We have the goodest boy Pokemon, Fido. But we don't have, like, an official night Pokemon. Like, here's the thing. I would not mind to have a... Okay, never mind. I take that back. We do have one, but that was only because of Armarouge and its other form. I have Scarlet, so I don't have... I mean, I have it from trades, but I can't really make the other form. But you get my point. Like, that armor is cool, but I would love to see a full-on knight with a... I guess the other one has a sword. I can't really think of anything else, to be honest. Like, I just want, like, non-elemental knight. I don't mind a fire knight and a ghost knight. Those look cool as hell. Don't get me wrong. I love those. But I would just love a knight that's just a living suit of armor. Like, maybe it'd be like a dark steel or ghost steel. Like, dark steel or some kind of fairy, psychic. Dark steel, I don't know. Like, that's something I personally would love to see. It's like, it's not elemental knight. It's not made of a certain element. It's just a suit of armor with a sword or a sledgehammer. Like, maybe it could be, like, in one game, it evolves into, like, a knight with a sword, or, like, like, hear me out. Hear me out with this stupid idea. like in one game maybe it evolves. Maybe it's called like maybe it's like a small knight, like a little knight, a little sheath of armor, and it evolves in one game into like maybe it's like one evolves with a giant brute. Maybe one evolves with something called like the Grimace Axe or something, and it evolves into like an Executor style Pokemon with like a big ol' axe and bulky armor, and maybe it's slow speed but it has high attack or something like that. And maybe I'll know like I'm thinking about that in my head. And then in the other game, I don't know what the name would be. And then the other one would be just a knight. Maybe it would be like you get two of them in the game, where in one of them you would get like one with a big old shield. Like, okay, I'm trying to think of it. So like maybe in one game you would get one with a shield and one with a sword, and so then that would have an equal defense. The one with the shield would have a high amount of defense but low speed, so it'll be like a really good Pokemon for like so it'll be like a really good Pokemon for like, I'm guessing off the top of my head, maybe like maybe stat boosting, while the other one would be more like for where the other one would be a lot more better suited for the attack, where instead it would hold a sword or something like that. Or maybe it'll be called the Mystical Sword or the Shield of Defense or something stupid like that. And then the second one, or the second what? No, I'm busy at the moment. And then the second one, I'm thinking, would maybe be like, the second one would probably be like a giant hammer, or like, maybe it'll just be like, the sword will be in one game and the shield will be the other. But they're not legendaries. It's not like the legendary dogs in Sword and Shield. It would be like Armor Rouge, where you would get them. Instead, it's not legendary. Yeah, basically, because like here's what I'm saying, because like I don't like because Pokemon Sword and Shield is based on Europe, and I've been to Europe, beautiful place. But the thing is, like, you don't have many European references in Sword and Shield. You have a lot of Pokemon that are related to that concept, but you don't have a lot of, you have a lot of dogs. It says dog. Is this a dog Pokemon? I'm gonna try to create, like, in the middle, I want to make, like, the sheath dress of the Corilla. And then copy and paste that, and then something like this. I'm just gonna color them so it's a lot easier to overlayer. You can probably fuse those Pokemon. And you can only, but you can fuse Pokemon into one, but you can only do it. Like, I feel like that would be done with specific. Like, here's the thing. Like, something I wish Pokemon did a lot more was, like, you have Iron Valiant, which is, personally, I love Iron Valiant. So the thing is, like, you have Iron Valiant, you know, it's a literal mechanical guard. So, like, why can't we just have, like, I don't know, a normal guard Pokemon? Like, that isn't just a future Pokemon. No, but yeah, I agree with you on that part. I'm thinking of just leaving the leg part like this. Ooh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait. I just thought of something really cool to put there to balance out the design. All knights have this like little handkerchief little thing that sticks out from the armor. So I'm thinking like down here would have like this little handkerchief style thing. No, but yeah, like I'd imagine like, or something I don't understand is like, so you have two armor-based Pokemon. One's a fire type and one is a ghost type. Why can't you just, like, in-game, because you have, what's it called, Terra Crystals. Or, I sound stupid talking about in this form. But, like, you have Terra Crystals. You know, the literal definitions of overpowered god in the game. So, like, my question is, like, why don't they have, like, I guess they did do Pokemon fusions. I guess they did it a little bit in Scarlet and Violet. Like, don't get me wrong, I guess they did it correctly in some form. Like, I'm gonna be fully honest. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet blew me away. Like, I was originally gonna play Sword and Shield and then Legends Arceus. But it's like I was seriously going to, but I never did. Because like I never really had a reason to play. I didn't know what would make the game good. So I just never played it. And then Scarlet and Violet, and I'm like, I'll play it when this Nintendo Switch gets into lower price ranges. Because here's the thing, I'm a college student. I don't have time for... There's a lot of glitches, but I'll look past the glitches. I do like they can now evolve Primeape into Annihilape, okay? Now I can make my angry monkey boy even more angrier, which is why I only did it a few times, and I just started raiding for the rest of them. My angry monkey boy is now happy as an Annihilape. I like the fact that I made the leg have this like dark blue thing on it. I feel like, no, that's an overkill. That's an overkill moment. I don't really need it like that. So I might have to end stream a tad bit earlier than I thought, but don't worry. That won't be for another like 15 minutes. So we could definitely have time. I didn't say any glitches. I didn't see any glitches, even though to be honest, I just been doing terror raids mostly. When I finished the main story mode, I just went straight to terror raiding. That was it. I just went straight to basically terror raids. Just so I can see what I can get and trade with people. Okay, let me now put the normal and shiny symbols for... I'm gonna be full. I only do terror raids. That's like the thing I mostly do. It's either terror raids or I do random trading. Because the thing is, I'm still trying to complete the Pokedex in that game. I'm only missing 1, 2, 3, like 10 or so Pokemon. And half of them are legendaries, and the other half are Pokemon I don't even have the time of day to know where they even come from. I'm thinking I might need to make the shiny color for this one blue, and then the regular color for this one pink, just to kind of mimic. And then so I'm just gonna mimic the sword colors for those. This is how I draw my pictures, by the way. This is legitimately how I draw my pictures all the time. When I finish the story mode, Does anyone know? Do you know how to get a Rongaboo or whatever it is? Because I can't find it. When I finish story mode. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is such a fun game, though. Like, I don't like. I'm like I'm gonna be fully honest. I bought a computer specifically to stream, just games. This computer I'm using right now, I've only made bots specifically to play games. So I never thought about buying a Switch. I was like, maybe I'll buy a Switch when their good game comes out. But I don't want to play Kirby. I'm not a big fan of that. See, my friend Penke, he's a big fan of Kirby. He can play that. You name it. It was just a lot of moments where I was like, will it be really useful? No. And then I was like, oh wait a minute, I can play either Scarlet or Violet, and then I can get Gimme Ghoul for Pokemon Go. And I'm like, okay, I'm interested. Searched for a few days, found a Nintendo Switch that was a good fair price. The right trigger button is kind of busted, doesn't even work at all or respond, but it's normal. I can switch out the buttons back and forth whenever I need a grind level. And rinse repeat, and that's all I've really been doing. And also Terror Raids, but those are completely different. I am kinda in love with my picture. But I wish the route was slightly closer. I'm gonna do it the old and slow technique. The old and slow. Grab each part that came off and just slightly put it back on top. This is basically how much work it takes to draw pictures. Like, I love when people are like, drawing Pokemon is so easy. You just need to grab that and plop. No, it ain't. Like, is it fun to draw Pokemon live on stream? Yes, I do like that. Does it sometimes not get little to no views? Yes. And the weird thing is, I love making long-term style content. I love this is like a legitimate thing, like saying. I love making long videos, like giving a story behind what the creature is and what the typing is and how it lives in the world of Pokemon. You know, that kind of thing. The only problem is that, like, whenever I make videos like that, it gets 1, 2, 10 views. And I make a short, it gets 200 and 300. It's like, I'm happy my shorts are getting views. Don't get me wrong. They're fun to make. But I'd rather make long-term content where I can kind of show off the full detail of how long it takes to even draw this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove all the other pictures in the background. I kind of like how this looks. Like, it's not too overdone as a knight, but it just gets the job done just... Wait a minute. Short stub knight, what he do? What? I can, I'm live. Alright, chat, so I'm gonna go finish up. Let me actually just... Let me do this. I might end... Okay, there we go. Is this a... Yeah, it's a square. Perfect. people are streaming and they, whatever. That looks kind of sick. So then I'm gonna put the typing up here, which is just gonna be a steel / fighting. And basically I'm just gonna have each one have a specific. So basically fighting type, and then steel fighting. Or they might just be all steel fighting. Just because I feel like it'll fit in a bit better. I have a dog that's literally very old. I'm a very old dog. She's 18 years old. So, there we go. So the steel fighting I feel like works. And then I'll expand it a bit outward just so it's a bit bigger so I can kind of fill in that space a little bit. And I feel like this one I just want to put like so that's steel fighting. And then this one will just be and then I'll copy this. So steel fighting would also be down here too. This will also be steel fighting. Mostly because I want to make the steel be with the armor, but the fighting just be with the sword. This doesn't overcomplicate the picture. What about Gallade? Didn't think that far. I might make Gallade. I might pull a Scyther style where you have Scizor and Cleavor. I might do something similar to that, but rather I would make a whole new design or either a whole new variant. That's what I'm thinking. And then we're just gonna make this one, and then we're just gonna do this. Fighting. F-I-G-H. I think it's spelled fighting wrong, but I don't care. And then I just need to make that little pill shape that every single for some reason, every time they have a typing, it has that weird pill-shaped design. I've never understood why it's like that, but... And then, so I'm then gonna put them all around by this. I think that looks pretty good. I think I should because here's the thing. This is basically supposed to be a Ralts, but I don't know if it would evolve into a Gardevoir, because this isn't a Gardevoir. It doesn't really have a horn. So I don't know if this is even counted as a Gardevoir, but... Maybe... I'm guessing maybe this is kind of like the Gardevoir and the Gallade. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe they're both the same. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I'm just kind of going off my gut instinct. And now to give it its own background. Now I want to make the background like maybe, let me see, what background color should I choose? Maybe like in... No. I'm thinking maybe this color can work as like the background color. Perfect. And I think that works quite well, minus the clipping of the blank space in the back, but tend to see if I got all the spots. I didn't. I didn't grab all. I didn't get all the spots. So there. Alright. So all the spots are covered. That's good. Let me see. I need to fix that sword and then I'll probably be done. I kind of like the way this looks. Like the armor has fused with the Pokemon to create a whole new creature or something. I kind of like that. You know what? I think that works pretty good. I like it. What do you think, Chad? What do you think? Does it look pretty good? I have no clue. I have no bloody idea if this works at all or not. So you can tell me in the comments or live. I have no idea. I'm gonna actually end stream now because I actually am gonna end stream. Because here's the thing, I physically have to get some stuff done. Armor rented. Anywho, I'll see you next time, chat. Hope you all like the stream. Keep an eye on my shorts, all that kind of stuff. One more thing, if you do like my content, share my content with people you know. If they like Pokemon or they like creative stuff, share it. It's fun, it's great, and I'm the kind of guy who just likes to make content for fun. Anywho, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.